Hello friends, how are you guys? I hope you are all doing good. So welcome all of you to my YouTube channel Intellectual Time. As I promised in my first video that I will be making Oracle SOA tutorials for you guys. So today I have come up with the first one in the series. Hope you guys will like it. And so without wasting much time, so let's get started. Hello friends. So as I said, let's get started with the SOA training tutorials. So this is the first one in my channel. As I already said about myself, I have around 4 years of experience in this Oracle Fusion middleware field. So I think I am quite eligible for you to teach on this particular topic. So with that making in delay, so let's get started. So what is SOA actually? SOA is service oriented architecture. So I have heard from many people that uh, SOA is basically a tool or basically a technology that is used for integration purposes. But believe me, SOA is neither a tool nor a technology. It is just a concept, just an idea, just architecture, you can say, that makes two or more than two systems to talk to each other, to communicate to each other, so that they can be integrated, so that they can send and receive data messages among themselves. Okay, so SOA is a part of Oracle Fusion Middleware (FMW), as you know. Uh, so when we listen the word SOA, service-oriented architecture, the first word that comes into our mind is service. SOA is all about services. Okay, everything will be dealing in service-oriented architecture will be a service. So make sure that you have a clear concept on what a service is. Okay, so service is nothing but a business functionality. It is just a function-based operation, you can say. This is just a, you can say, a logical encapsulation that is having some functionality inside it. Okay, so everything in SOA will be a service. Suppose we are integrating with the application with a system, SOA will be interpreting as a service. Okay. And another thing that SOA resolves around is the message. The message is the data that is exchanged among the services in SOA. Okay. So if you have any questions, any concerns, any doubts, please let me know. Just bring some comments in the comment section, and also just let me know how I am progressing. Also give you feedbacks, valuable feedbacks. So going further, why so? SOA, uh, before SOA came into the market, there was a concept of point-to-point integration. Point-to-point integrations are used nowadays also in some cases where there is only one source and only one target. Okay. But in case where we have multiple targets or multiple sources, then this point-to-point integration becomes very, very difficult to manage for the organization. Let's see what is point-to-point integration. So as you can see in this flow diagram, there are total two diagrams I have shown in this uh, document. The first one is, suppose system A will be talking with system B. Okay, they will be communicating. System A is having a data structure in a COBOL copybook format, and system B, suppose, use the CSV file format. Okay, so in point-to-point integration, what happens is that to communicate from system A to system B, either system A or system B has to install a module inside its own system application that will convert to the required target structure and send it to the target. Suppose there are two cases actually. In the first case, the module is installed in the source system itself that will convert that COBOL copybook structure in the CSV file format and will be sending it to the system B. Okay, and in the other case, system A will be sending that COBOL copybook structure data to the system B itself, and the module will be installed in the system B application itself that will be converting that COBOL copybook structure data into its required CSV format. Okay, so these are the two cases of point-to-point integrations. So in these point-to-point integrations, the drawbacks, there are multiple drawbacks in case of point-to-point integration. So the point-to-point P2P is good for one sender and one receiver type integration, but it will be very tough to maintain in case of multiple receivers. Suppose I have another system, suppose system C, that will be talking to system A along with system B. Okay, so if system A needs to send the data to system B and system C, in the first case, it needs to uh, install two different modules in case system C is having a totally different data structure. Suppose a flat file structure or an XML structure or a similar kind of structure. Okay, so system needs to install another module inside it. So it makes a huge organizational cost. And even if system C installs a separate module into its application, that will be that will be also tough for the system C target application uh, for them also, because it will again make them some uh, huge cost for them actually. So another drawback in this point-to-point integration is that the source and the target system must need to know each other. That means the source system must know for the data structure the target system has been following, the vice versa. Okay. The third point, as I already mentioned, in case of multiple targets, it will generate huge organizational cost for the company. So it will be very tough to maintain. So in this scenario, as a rescuer, SOA comes into this scenario, into this picture. So this is the flow in SOA. The same kind of source and target as I shown in the above diagrams for P2P integrations. In SOA, what it does actually, uh, SOA actually understands just one language, that is XML. Okay, so SOA what SOA will do? SOA will uh, read the global copybook data from the system A and convert it into XML format. Okay, and again, while writing to system B, that is the target system, it will again convert the XML data into CSV format, that is the target format. So in this case, system A and system B don't require to uh, recognize each other. They don't need to know each other to communicate between themselves. So what takes the whole responsibility of that particular communication? Okay. As I already said, so understands only one language, the XML, but nowadays JSON is also supported for some uh, REST adapters, REST transactions that I will be covering later in this tutorial sessions. Uh, so what are so adding to this, SOA is a loosely coupled architecture. You must have heard many places that SOA is a loosely coupled architecture. So let's see the why. What is the reason that we say that SOA is a loosely coupled architecture? Uh, so suppose I have another system, that is a system C, that is another target system for the system A. Okay, suppose that is having another totally different kind of data structure. Suppose it supports a flat file kind of structure. So in case of SOA, it becomes very easy because the same data that SOA is fetching from system A in the XML format, it will be converted into the flat file structure for system C and will be delivered to particular target system without bothering to system A and system B. Okay, and also the systems they don't need to know each other because SOA takes the entire responsibility for the communication. And also, suppose the system B is down. In case system B is down, SOA fetches the data from the system A and keeps the data in its own database. And once system B will be up and running, it will be delivering the data to system B. Okay, so there will be no effect on system A in case of system B is down. But in some cases, the data might need to be resubmitted from system A also. But that is quite understandable. Yeah. So these are the below actions that SOA can support. First one you can see is validation. Validation means it can validate the message that will be received from the source application. If the structure is good, all the data, all the fields are coming all right or not. This is the validation part. transformation means to convert the source structure into the target structure. Suppose, as I already shown you in the above, uh, let me take you to the picture. Let suppose system A is a mainframe system. Okay, and system B is a system that runs on some Java application, or suppose .NET application. And system is communicates using a COBOL copybook data structure, and system B uh, supports CSV file structure. Okay, so in case of transformation, SOA will be converting the COBOL copybook structure into CSV structure and will be delivering it to the respective target system. So this is the transformation. Now to the routing. So in many cases that will be going further in the tutorial series, that some data just needs to be routed without any transformation. Some big huge data needs to be sent without much transformation. So we use the routing option. So it uses the routing option to send the data. And orchestration, orchestration is actually, you can say the definition is like orchestration um, is combining a discrete set of elements together so that they can act togetherly. Okay. Suppose if I give you an example, a real life example, suppose in a music concert, there are multiple musicians. They are performing different kind of um, uh, music instruments like piano, guitar, etc., etc. stuffs. But there is a music director who is standing near the stage and instructing everyone when this should start and when they should end. Means there are discrete set of elements in the particular stage in terms of the musicians, but they are collaboratively working and making a good concert. So this is the concept of the orchestration. And in SOA, uh, we will be going through in BPEL that uh, this is a business process execution language that will be supporting orchestration this similar fashion. That way I will be going further in the uh, next few series when I will be covering the people part. The message enrichment is like the data that will be fetched from the source can be enriched with some added fields, added attributes inside it before sending it to the target as per the requirement. Okay, so in this video, I just give you the introductions part of the Oracle SOA. What is SOA and why it is required, and the basic parts, basic operation, basic actions that it supports, why it is called loosely coupled, all those stuff, and why what is the difference between point-to-point integration versus SOA architecture. So for this video, I'll be ending it here. In the next video, I'll be covering the concept of web service in detail. Also, all about XML. And also, along with that, I will be covering XSD, that is the schema, XPath, and all the other stuff that is related to XML. Because this XML is the basic thing that you guys should be knowing before learning. So it can, you can say that it is the basic building block for learning SOA, because each and every communication that we will be seeing in the next video series, all the data structure that SOA will be communicating with will be transformed into XML by the SOA, and from SOA to the target structure itself. So XML will be a very very important concept for you guys to learn. And XML, along with XML, XSS, the schema, XPaths, XSLTs, these are all related stuffs that you should be knowing. So for this one, uh, I'll be ending it here. So just let me know if you have any doubt, any questions, any concerns, and also you guys can just give your feedbacks in the comment section. So I completed just the very introduction part of Oracle SOA. I think it will be very helpful for the freshers just who just started learning SOA. And hope you guys like the video. If you guys like it, just give me a like, do comments, do share with your friends, your colleagues. Also subscribe, please subscribe my channel. And if you subscribe my channel, I will get enough confidence, enough inspiration to continue this video series to the next level. So thank you for now. Have a good day to you and take good care of yourselves. Thank you.